Hey, how's it going, Fox Squad? Trickster Fox here, and what is this? Still on the Nintendo Switch, huh? Well, yes, of course. I gotta keep it around just so that I can keep streaming No More Heroes until I'm done with it, and then I will do a proper Let's Play of it, as well as the other games in the series, as you can see. But those will be for another time. For now, though, we're gonna go into a series that I actually really like. And that, of course, is the Castlevania series. So without further ado, let's just get started, shall we? Yeah, never mind the fact that I have friends online, or at least the one friend. They will sadly not be joining me for this. I really love that artwork from the NES cover, by the way, of the first Castlevania. This is the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, which basically includes a handful of Castlevania games, plus an extra game that is sort of in the same series and sort of not. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you what I mean in just a second here. And the select sound effect is from Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in the collection. So yes, and believe it or not, I've decided that we need to start, if we're going to do this chronologically like I'm planning on doing, I'm going to start with Kid Dracula. Trust me, it'll make sense. Of course, after that, I'm going to be playing Dracula's Curse, which is Castlevania 3, and it's not one that I'm going to be looking forward to, but I'll get through it as best I can. And then, of course, not that, not the first two, that'll be later. I think after that I'm going to try doing the Castlevania Adventure along with its sequel, Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. And then the first two Castlevanias. And then Super Castlevania 4, which is easily the best one out of the classic Castlevania series. And then finally I'm going to end it with the only one that really sticks out like a sore thumb, which is, of course, Castlevania Bloodlines, or the New Generation if you live in Europe. So, out of all the games that I'm going to start with today, that's, of course, going to be Kid Dracula. Also, I really love this rendition of the beginning from Castlevania 3, which is Trevor Belmont's theme. So, let's read this little synopsis that we have of Kid Dracula. So, Kid Dracula 2019. Originally released for the Family Computer, or the Famicom, in Japan, only as Akumojo Dracula, Boku Dracula-kun in 1990, Kid Dracula has been for the first time localized in English for this occasion. One day, Kid Dracula arises from 10,000 years of slumber. A can of tomato juice in his hand, because he's a vampire, get it? Kid Dracula was enjoying TV for the first time in 10,000 years when out of the blue, one of his servant bats suddenly bites his head. What the fang is going on? What are you doing to me? Don't you know that I am the king of this world, Kid Dracula? Hurrah for Garamoth! Screamed the bat. The bat then fainted, leaving Kid Dracula in complete confusion. And then boom. And then boom. A big scary demon appeared on the TV screen. I conquered the demon realm while you were sleeping like a log. You shall call me the Demon King Garamoth from now on. Sorry, I really wish I could speed up the text so that I could read the rest of it. No! I am king! After Kid Dracula smashed his TV in anger, I honestly don't blame him, he put on his dad's cloak and left his castle to go on a journey to defeat this so-called Demon King, Garamoth. And this is where the story of Kid Dracula begins, so without further ado, let us get started. And also, the reason I'm doing these Castlevania games, and I'm going to be doing Let's Plays on them for the time being, is because, well, October is just around the corner, so I thought I'd get a slight head start in getting some Castlevania games in. A series that I've wanted to play for quite a while. And I do mean a very long time as well. I know that's not what I said before, but you know what I mean. So, Kid Dracula, here we go. And yes, you might have noticed that I have this special Castlevania background. I don't know, I like it. It's not as intrusive as the borders when I use any of the emulators like the Super Nintendo one or the NES or the Sega Genesis one. And that is all we get for a story of Kid Dracula. I mean, I basically just read the basic synopsis. And this is really the only one in the Castlevania series, if you want to call it an entry in the Castlevania series, that is different from the rest. It's basically like how Wampaku Graffiti is to the Splatterhouse series, the original trilogy, I should say, and how Parodius is to Konami's own Gradius. This one, believe it or not, also takes notes from Mega Man. But then, of course, Capcom did its own fair share of ripping off as well. So, new game. Oh, I have to push. There we go. Okay, so first level. And here's the little cutesy himself, very young, not Dracula, as the name of the game might imply. No, this is actually Alucard. Yes, the same Alucard that helped Trevor Belmont kill Dracula. And, oh, that's right. Because I have, well, I'm already not doing so well. But yeah, this is the same Alucard that would go on to help Trevor Belmont in Castlevania 3 fight his own Daddy Dearest. And no, not to be confused with the character from Friday Night Funkin', not that Daddy Dearest. But yeah, of course, Alucard is a very young kid here. And for those wondering why he even ages, first of all, yes, he does. Most vampires wouldn't. Actually, wait, no, that's not true at all. That's more like, because in my honest opinion, I'm pretty sure that vampires are kind of like the Saiyans from the Dragon Ball series, where they do age, but they don't age the same way that people like you and me do. They do age after a certain while, and then they just stay alive forever. Keep that heart in mind for later. And you might have noticed that that the description of Kid Dracula said that this game was localized for the first time. Technically, that is not true. It technically did get release in America on the original Game Boy. But of course, for coloring reasons, the Game Boy version was black and white, although you could probably change the color scheme because of if you use the Super Game Boy. I don't know if it's compatible with it, I've never tried it. And I know some of you are probably going, why am I collecting coins? This isn't Mario? Well, you're right, it's not. But there is a reason that I'm collecting coins in the first place. And this guy already has better aim than Mega Man does, because at least unlike Mega Man, Alucard here can aim up. Take notes, Mega Man. Seriously, how is it that the Mega Man ripoffs automatically have better aim than Mega Man himself does? I know that to some people that'll say that it ruins the challenge. But here's the thing, guys. The challenge has to be fair to begin with. And if it's not, then the challenge is already bad, so might as well make it easier if the challenge isn't even good. Got him just in time as well. Oh, and if you're listening to this theme and wondering, why does that sound kind of familiar? Well, that's because, to my own surprise, I actually didn't know this until I saw a review on this game. I actually didn't know that this was a jaunty uptune remix of Trevor's theme from Castlevania 3, The Beginning, which of course was the song that we heard in the selection screen. Oh, and don't jump on these, by the way, because they're basically like trapdoors. Alright. Okay, no, he's not coming back. I got him, though. But yeah, that's actually kind of an interesting remix of Trevor's theme. And well, that was embarrassing. This game does have unlimited continues, so I wouldn't worry about getting a game over. Well, I mean, if you do get a game over, don't worry. Infinite continues, very much like, say, Rygar, which was also on the NES. Well, this was on the Famicom, which means it didn't leave Japan. And I'm gonna go back and wait for that bat if he does come back. I will take that. Ah, there he is. Oh, I'm not getting that back. Well, I didn't get it to begin with. That one I did, though. Okay, so I've got to be careful because that platform that I'm about to jump on sinks. If you don't jump off it in time... I'm already not doing so well. So it is kind of interesting, though, to see that this version of Kid Dracula got included in the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. But what makes it weird to me is that the Game Boy version is not included. Because I think that has its own charm. Of course, it has its own set of instrumentation as well. Oh, and did I mention this boss had a swastika on his forehead? Rule of 3. And I think this guy has a rule of 7. Let's count. 1, 2, gotta remember to duck. 3, Well, I have to hit him for it to count. And I keep forgetting to duck. Oh dear. That was definitely embarrassing. Oh, and of course, because I'm playing as, I guess, the version of Alucard that appears in Castlevania 3, not only does he look kind of like his dad, Dracula, or Daddy Drac, but his main form of attack, so far anyway, until we get abilities as the game progresses, is the standard fireball attack, and of course you can charge it up. Taking, like I said, taking notes from Mega Man. Okay, rule of 3. This one jumps very high, so I can just get right under him. That's 1. 2. I have to hit him for it to count. And that's 3. Oh. But I also have to hit him for it to count, and I keep forgetting to duck. Well, I guess I suck at this game because apparently I lost, but that's okay. Like I said before, infinite continues, so I can just keep doing this over and over until I get it. Ah, but of course it resets everything and takes me all the way back. Gonna get some coinage back. About as much as I can possibly get. Watch out for the traps. I don't think they kill you instantly like they would in normal Castlevania. But they can still hurt. Okay, let's go up. Wait for this guy to pass. And a lot of, if you're familiar with the side abilities that you have as Alucard, when you get the chance to play as him in Castlevania 3, a lot of those moves are present here as well. But, you know, I'll explain them more as we unlock them as the game progresses. Okay, well, it's still counted. I'll take that, and I'll take that. Then, I'm broke, bitch, I'm broke! I need more tomato juice. Because, you know, Alucard drinks tomato juice. Because it's a nice alternative to... Because it's a nice alternative to... blood? Get it? Because he's a vampire? Oh, and these guys. I recognize those guys. Those are the enemies from the Chai Kingdom in Super Mario Land. Didn't think they'd appear in another game. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, that's actually very interesting. I never thought we'd see these guys again. Yeah, I don't think so. You have a coin, and I need it. You guys have quarters, and I need them for tomato juice. Because I'm a vampire on a diet. Although technically, I think Alucard here is he's technically half vampire. You know, if Symphony of the Night was anything to go by, which confirmed that Dracula made Whoopi with a human woman. Actually, it was brought to light in the Netflix Castlevania series as well. And by the way, speaking of that show, I actually did see it. It was pretty good. I got through like the first 2 seasons, and then of course I stopped for obvious reasons. Not like I wanted to stop watching the show, it's just that I had other things going on in my life. One of these days I'll catch back up with the series again. Starting from season 3 onwards, because I kind of stopped watching it as season 3 began. Okay, gotta go back so that I can get the coin from that bate. Okay, I'll ignore that bat for now. 40 coins is better than 46, I guess. Don't need that heart, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, and I guess you could say, besides maybe the Castlevania Adventure, that this is the only Castlevania-ish game where hearts restore your health. Alright, this guy again. Yeah, you're out of the count. Oh no, he got big! Wait for him to jump over me. Okay, I keep forgetting to duck when he does that. But then I keep forgetting that he does that. And even if I manage to get him, and I think he takes 7 hits or 8. 2, 3. Well, he got me in 4 hits. I'll get this eventually, guys. Of course, I'll probably cut the video so that I can get to him again. Then again, I can just save state whenever I want, because that's an ability that I have. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back down. Collect this coin. Wait for that other bat to come. Get the coin from him. Because good old Adrian over here... Yeah, by the way, Adrian, that's Alucard's real name. Just ignore that bat for now. Apparently that was the name that his mother gave him? I guess before she died? But because of the fact that, that Alucard had a human mother, that means he's only half vampire. Rule 3. Then the big one. And I have to remember to duck this time when he does this fireball attack. Again, I keep forgetting that he does that. And even then, I don't have enough reflexes to get to him. Yes, homing spell. Yeah, also, in the Game Boy version, there was an extra little bit where an elderly version of that same boss appears, but then he just immediately goes away, like when you hit him once or something like that. So, and the minigames are different as well, so it does make me wish that they also included the Game Boy version, just to show how different the two versions of this game are. Anyway, minigame time. Then Amida Kuji. Which way will it be? Or which will it be? Let's see. Let's go this way. Why not? Garapon it is. Let's go for a spin. Have fun. It'll cost 3 coins to spin the wheel once. Fingers crossed. Hoo boy. Yeah, it's kind of like the... You guys remember the slot machine from Super Mario Bros. 2? the version that was Doki Doki Panic in Japan. It's the same kind of idea, but it's even more luck-based. Alright, we had 14 tries, so let's make it count. Wait, how do I... I don't know how to make it go. Oh, okay. Okay, I got a 1-up. Just gonna hold it until it's over. Got another 1-up. What's with all these white balls? Stop with the white balls! I'm getting 1-ups. That's not bad. What's with the white? Stop with the white balls! This isn't funny anymore. Nice to see him getting extra lives, though. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Well, 7 lives, that's actually not bad. See you again. I'm sure you will. Good luck. Alright. I think that's going to do it for now on Kid Dracula. Oh, and it's actually kind of like Felix the Cat. Look at Alucard's head in the bottom there. He goes to sleep when you pause the game. That's actually kind of interesting. I like that. Anyways, let's save the game for now. Saving current progress? Yes, please. Quick save data has been created. Nice. Alright, everyone. Or, I guess, sorry. Alright, Fox Squad. So, that is the first episode, or the first part that I'm going to have of, or the first video I have of Kid Dracula, and it'll be up tomorrow, based on when I'm recording this. So, until then, I have been Trickster Fox. And stay tuned for more Kid Dracula, along with the rest of the Castlevania series, as October draws nearer and nearer, because we're going to be going through most, if not all of them, for the duration of October, every Wednesday, and every Sunday, of course. I will continue to be doing live streams of No More Heroes up until the game is finished, and I do plan to get literally everything that I can. So, with all that said, once again, I have been Trickster Fox. Please be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And make sure to click the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload from me. And with that said, as always, remember to keep your gaming spirit alive. I'll see you guys next week for more Kid Dracula. Take care.